Okay, this is going to be a walkthrough of editing a website or configuring the website properties. We started it on a previous exercise, but now we're going to do it a little bit more in depth. We're going to go to All Programs, Administrative Tools. We're going to go to IIS, Management, and starting at number 1 and moving down to number 2, we're going to go to our dovercorp.net website. And we're going to select properties, and we're going to start editing a few things. And we want to first off go to Performance tab, and we want to limit connections to 500. Okay, and then we need to check our Documents tab, and we want to add a new file. We're going to call it index.html. Say OK, and we're going to move it up to this very top. So this was the basic file. I'm just going by what the book says. We've created a new file that it should have named index.html, and here's our standard that we created previously, which we will not be using, I guess, at this moment. So we're going to go ahead and say OK at this point. And we now want to browse down to the DoverCorp website, and we're going to create a new text document. And we're going to create a footer. Remember to have open and close tags for your HTML markup. And that's going to be paragraph. This is a test document footer. Close paragraph. So we should have open and close HTML. We should have open and close body, and our tag for open and close paragraph. We'll say save. We're going to say rename, and we're going to call it footer.html. Yes, we are going to rename it. Okay, and we should be done with that. Now we want to come back here to our DoverCorp properties, and we want to say enable document footer. We're going to browse. We're going to browse to our document footer file. Directory security. This is now on part 11, directory security. We want the authentication and access control section. We want to say edit. And we're looking at the user and that anonymous. Enable anonymous access. And this is our basic account that was created when we installed IIS. We just want to make sure that. We just want to make sure that it's enabled. Now starting from number 12, we want to go to HTTP headers, and we want to enable content expiration, which is set after 1 day. We then want to edit ratings. We will enable ratings. And we're just looking at the default. And we'll say OK. we want to go to Custom Errors, which is the next tab. We're looking at the list of errors, and it wants us to home in on 404. And we hit the edit button just to see the particular path, which is 404B, which is what we're going to browse to in a second. We'll say cancel. We'll say OK. And now we're going to go and we're going to actually edit the 404B file. So we're going to say run C Windows help. And we're going to want IIS help, common, and these are the folders. And we were looking for 404-B. We're going to edit it. And we want to say the page cannot, and this was the first H1, the page cannot be found on the dovercorp.net website. We'll say save. Close that. And we're going to go to make sure that our website's active. And that was on port 80, which is the default. And we're going to say load http://localhost 80. Actually, we shouldn't need that. And we can already see that our Dovercourt test document footer is active. And then what we want to do is we want to say unknown. And where it usually says page cannot be displayed or page cannot be found, we have our edit that we did found for the dovercorp.net website, which I kind of goofed. I said of. But either way, that just shows you that you can edit it. This concludes our walkthrough of doing custom configurations for websites properties in IIS Manager.